Hello. So I'm going to be working on the micro puzzle, the Vincent van Gogh, and this one's going to be the irises one. So and it says here that he did it in 1889. So we're going to go ahead and get that started. This will be the last puzzle out of the three. But I did honestly build this previously. I've filmed this one and the sunflowers, this one right here, together. But unfortunately I didn't like the videos, so I ended up deleting it and I'm redoing it because it's just easier that way. So we're just going to remove these guys out. This puzzle did give me a bit of a hard time, so we're going to see. Maybe, hopefully I got better at this one. But, yeah. So, let's begin. Now, of course, naturally, I like to start with the corner pieces. So we'll get those together, and I'm going to keep these together. I'm going to cheat and keep some of the pieces that are already together. I tried to break up as much as I could, but it was just a lot to take them apart, and I don't want to keep ripping at the I don't want to wear them down because they're kind of flimsy. Well, they're not that flimsy. They're just really like to stick together. But I'm gonna see, since I walked away from this puzzle, if maybe I can do a much better job this time. Because last time I think that video took me like 2 hours. And then my boy Oliver kept wanting attention. He was adorable though. He is an adorable cat, but he loves his attention. He likes me off the phone. He's a very spoiled cat, but he's a good boy. So, besides, why would I mind redoing a puzzle? I like puzzles. I used to have a lot of the Thomas Kincaid ones, the Disney ones. I don't know if I have them all now. I think I kept the one that I love the most, and that's Beauty and the Beast. I think that was the one I kept. Or did I keep them all? Maybe I kept them all. I'm not sure. I have a lot of stuff. I have a lot of random things. Yeah, unfortunately it's been getting hot recently. Well, it was hot today. And then it should be really hot tomorrow. And for it being still February, I'm kind of disappointed. But that's okay. Usually a slightly hotter, winter, would mean that summer wouldn't be nearly as bad. Because it was bad It was bad like 2 years ago. It's not so bad. It hasn't been so bad the last year or two. But it was a couple of years ago that it was bad. Reached like 118 degrees. I was like, oh, that's intense. Okay. Hopefully you can see. Oh, is it trying to focus? Well, look at that. My phone can actually focus on something other than faces. I think as long as I don't have my face on there. I think that's what it was. It prioritized my face over Um, over items. Okay. Let me find the corner pieces now. I'm going to compare them. I know this one goes up top. So then this one, because it's dirt, this is the only spot where the dirt shows. So we're going to put that down there. I wonder why. Maybe I should have watched my previous video. Because I didn't watch my sunflower starry night videos. So I don't know if my camera was heavily focusing like it is now. But that one goes there. I like this puzzle because the picture isn't too big. It's like this piece right here. It's like almost this whole thing. Right here. Right there. So it's like that whole piece goes there. That's it. Usually when puzzle boxes have like a piece here, it'll be like 3 or 4 pieces. So this piece would have been like 3 or 4 pieces, but this picture, this time around, that is not the case. Did I not get another corner piece? Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so that one must go there because this one goes here, this one goes here, and this one goes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've been recently playing Story of Seasons, and I gotta say I'm not a huge fan. I gotta stop trying to play games like that because I never find them to be enjoyable anymore. I feel like they remind me of how unproductive I can be at times. Because it's like these characters are like growing crops, and I'm like, by the time I'm done playing that game, I could have grown crops. And it just reminds me. Not that I'm good at growing crops. I tried to grow a plant, or at least keep a plant alive. I heard, and that one's dying right now, but I think if I get it a big pot for it and give it a chance to grow, it might actually be okay. I think I just need to give it a chance to grow. But one of my friends from work was telling me that tomatoes are really easy to grow. So I think maybe I'll try my hand at that and see if that works. Oh my. Time to use the age-old method of just turning the puzzle around, seeing if this works, if this matches up. And that did not match up, so that doesn't go there. I think that one's a side piece, like that. A wall piece, not a ceiling or a floor piece. I think that's what I'll call them now to make it easier to distinguish. That one's definitely there though, and this one's definitely here. This one makes only sense for it to go there. That one I'll hold off on. But I gotta have a marker over here too, so that way I know it's going out of frame. I need to start being more conscientious of my cinematography. Because I don't want it all to be out of frame. It's always out of frame sometimes. Well, That's not a proper sentence. It's sometimes out of frame. I think that works. What is it? Oh, that piece does not work. Hmm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's working. They all look like they work together, so that's great. Hmm. Sorry, I don't know what to talk about. I'm not a particularly interesting person, nor do I have a lot to say about anything. I just kind of... So I just don't really know what to talk about. But yeah, the weather's nice. I did previously, like I mentioned before, I did try this puzzle before. I did build it, but it did take me a very long time, so I'm warning you, it might be a very long video. I'm hoping it won't be too long for you, but I don't know. Do you like long format videos? 'Cause I know I tend to make them very long. It's just I'm kind of just doing whatever, and that's that, you know? I don't really plan out my videos. I just do them and hope they come out okay. Because if I overthink it, then it's just so much worse. It's not very good, so I just don't like to overthink things anymore. I never did. I'm just trying not to. You know? You know? I feel like you know. I feel like you can understand that. Okay. So this right here, there's some white right here. Yeah. So like right there, there's some white. So that's gonna be that piece. Problem is it okay, it does look like that piece extends pretty long before it cuts off to purple. So I'm gonna assume that it can't be here because it's obviously not going to. So in that piece, you can tell is gonna be there. So I already moved my marker. Oh, huh. Well, that was easy. Wait, I don't remember that being so close. Yeah, see? See how close that is? Huh. It only took 3 pieces to get all the way down here. Oh yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's not substantial, I guess. If you think about it and how big the puzzle actually is. It's a very small puzzle. They're so cute. I'm sure I've mentioned in my other puzzle videos how much I love miniatures, but I think anyone can attest to that. Just know if you're friends with somebody who doesn't like miniatures, don't trust them. How can you not? Tiny little things, you know? So cute. So tiny. I don't know, there's just something so fun to look at when it comes to tiny things. I don't know why I love them so much. It's just, I think I know why. Because when I was young, my mom used to have like these little tiny homes, like this big. They weren't very big. And they were like from Germany, because she was born in Germany. And she had these tiny, they were like plastic little houses. And they were the coolest things I'd ever seen. I just loved to stare at them all. Like, I could stare at them probably all day long. Just because of how much fun they were to look at. It's like just watching them. It's just very enjoyable. And then I want to say they came with tiny people too, just to look at. And it's the cutest thing. One of them looked like a mushroom, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it's that one. So yeah, that's a side piece. That's a wall piece. Got the ceiling almost done. I think 2, 6, 8, 10, 11. Some of these, I think they're only supposed to be 10 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So 15. So I need 2, 4 more. Yeah. Okay. So I need 4 more pieces to fit there. That's it. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 5 more here. So I guess I gotta bring it closer. This one's definitely a side piece. And is it? Nope. It's too close. Okay, this one definitely. No. Hmm. No, I was sold on that one being the piece. But that's okay. But I'm talking about miniatures again because I got a lot to say about that subject. But yeah, they're really fun to look at. I could stare at them all day. Just have like a museum of like little miniatures, miniature stuff. I may pay to see that. Maybe I'll put it right there, but I think that'd be pretty neat. No, I think that goes here. Yeah. Okay, I think I can finally connect this piece. Good. Perfect. So I need 10 on this side. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need 2 more pieces, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect. Almost done. I feel like I can get picture frames for these. Oh my gosh, that would be so cute. I should do that. I should totally get picture frames for these. Let's find some cheap ones at the dollar store. Because I don't know where people put them. But I might find space somewhere. I think this piece goes here, maybe? You know what? I'm gonna say this piece doesn't work, but let's turn it around and see. Oh yeah, no, for sure. This one's a wall piece. These are all floor pieces, not ceiling pieces. I was gonna say ceiling pieces, but they're wall pieces. And they're floor pieces. Okay, these are wall pieces. And these are floor pieces. Let's see, 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. So this one is 4. So this one's gonna need 2 pieces. I don't know if that's gonna. Oh my goodness. I don't think this is gonna work. I think I messed up somewhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Oh no, it's fine. Never mind. Never mind, I take it back. I am doing okay. Maybe. That piece probably won't work. I think it might be the other piece. Yeah, this one goes here, I think. Uh-oh, I messed up somewhere. Okay, let's turn this around, because I found that I am definitely wrong on something. Something definitely is not right here. Okay, so I'm correct on all my wall pieces. Correct on all my ceiling pieces. Then my little pieces. Yeah, see, I already messed up this one. Oh, you know what it was? It's this one. There we go. Under. Okay, yeah. Let's see now. Okay, so this piece works. See how it's bending right here? It's not good. Can't have it bend too much more anyway. It's not gonna hurt it none to bend it a little bit more, but not much longer. Now the question is, where did I go wrong? Definitely wrong on some piece. Question is where? Because these all look good as far as I can tell. And this definitely goes here because the signage goes off into a diagonal. Uh-oh. Did I mess? Where did I mess up? I guess I'll have to judge it by the picture now, because the back is not helpful anymore. Unless I'm missing a piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 13, 14. Oh yeah, I was. Huh. I guess that makes sense, because I only had 11 pieces down here, and I had 13, I think it was up there, and I needed 3. I needed 4 and 2. No, I needed 4 and I counted 6 pieces. I don't know. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll just keep going. Let's just keep going. It doesn't matter right now. What matters is we just keep going. We already finished it. No crying over spilt milk. I just miscalculated. That's all. I underestimated how much I needed. Okay. So first things first, I'm gonna do, I know for sure that this white lily, or white iris, my bad, it even says on the thing, the white iris is the one that sticks out the most, because you can tell most of this is just a lot of the same colors, but except that white right here, and then the white over here. So we'll go ahead and work on that real quick. Now I did see a piece with a little bit of like darker red on it. So like this piece stands out to me a little bit because of the edge here. Because you see there's like that red. Kind of stands out a little bit. Or I should say that dark brown. It's not quite red. It's quite not red, but it's not red. Let me see if I can find it. Where did you go, White Iris? This is definitely the edge of it. So this one's definitely around here. Let's see. Guess we'll just leave that. I don't know if that's a side piece or not. But here's another. Oh no, that's white. Wait, is that white? It might not be, but I'm gonna put it over here just in case it is. It's better to be prepared when you see a piece. Sometimes it helps to keep them together. It's not imperative, but it just makes it easier for future situations. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not. I feel like this goes here somewhere, but I don't want to bring too many pieces because it's best not to, or else you start confusing it. You don't want to confuse it. Just want it to not be confused. Okay. So, question is this going up or down? Which way do I have this? So I'm going to look back at this and see the shape of the iris. So you can tell it's gets skinnier downward. So that's a petal, that's a petal, that's a petal. So this is thicker at the top than at the bottom. Because of that, this is going to be the top. Now the question is, it does not go there. So we won't put that there. Fits nicely though. Oh, oh, I already have a piece. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, I know what I can talk about. I'm currently learning Spanish on Duolingo. I did try to learn Japanese. That was the language I wanted to learn the most, but unfortunately I don't have anyone to like bounce off of, so for me it's kind of hard to remember stuff like that if I'm not using it. So it's one of those situations where you'd lose it if you don't use it, and I haven't used it, so I lost it. So I figured, you know what, I have a lot of Spanish speakers at work, a lot of people that know Spanish, so why not? And they're very helpful to me when I'm trying to speak Spanish to them. They try not to be judgmental when I fail. They're pretty nice about it. So that's nice. Because I know how people can be kind of snobbish. Filming, little buddy. Something to eat. Come here, you. Come get your food. On this bottom. Sorry, I'm back. He wanted some food. At least I think he did. It's my cat Oliver. He loves my attention, so he's a little bit of a little diva. I was talking about languages. I'm currently studying Spanish. I wanted to learn Japanese though, because I'd love to go there someday. But for now, it's one of those things where it's just something I'd like to prepare for. And then that way, when it does eventually happen, because I'm manifesting it, then I can use it. Because I don't want to go there and not be able to communicate with people. I want to at least try. Especially since I have the time to do it. That looks like it should go, but it does not. But yeah, that's something that I was doing, and then I moved over to Spanish. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to actually remember it this time, because I did learn some in high school, but it's been so long that I well, hello there. No, you just sit. I know you like attention, buddy, but you really gotta sit, my friend. Sorry, he likes to be everywhere. He's a curious one. He's the curious sort. But yeah, I'm hoping one day I'll be able to go to Japan, and it might have to be a really long trip though, because I'd like to go to all the districts. I know you're being dramatic. Go sit down. Yeah, just lay down. Just lay down. Oh. But yeah, I think it'd be fun. It'd be fun to go to all the districts, you know? Because I heard Kyoto is still very much what it used to be back in the day. Like, it's very traditional. That's the word I was looking for. It's very traditional, and I heard that like Tokyo is more modern, so it'd be fun to see the differences. Let's see now. So this one's got like a lot of like almost like a reddish brown, and I can see it right there, so I'm going to assume that this piece goes there. So it is less over here, and I can't tell if that's right because I can't. Okay, it's going more towards this way. Let's see, I have it here, and it's going towards this way. Let's see, I think it's, oh, okay, it's sideways. Okay, so it's going to be this. That's that piece. But I'd like to visit there. I have a lot of places I'd like to visit though. I should also learn Gaelic on there too, because apparently, according to the app, a lot of people are studying it right now. How fun is that? So, I don't know. I've heard mixed reviews on Duolingo, but I mean, giving people the chance to learn a language for free, so even if it's not 100%, if it can at least get the basics off the ground and get you going, it's still very helpful in my opinion. So I don't see what the problem with that part is anyway. As long as some of it's at least sort of correct. It's a way to kind of get you to at least be aware of the existence of like certain grammar and whatnot. Even if the rest of it isn't 100% accurate. But once again, that's just my 2 cents. Aw, don't hold my attention. He's such a needy boy. Needy cat. Um. Guess I might have to start doing more detective work on this puzzle. I had to do it last time too, and I was able to get a little further because of it. Oh, I know which one I can work on next. So there are these pieces here that have like very distinct lines right here, and I know they're branches or stems, and they're all right here, and they all appear on this side. So I'm going to use that as my base for my bases, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 very distinct lines, and then this one's kind of distinct, but you notice a lot of them just kind of disappear here, so that's what I'm going to work on and get those all together. That'll be a little something for me to be able to focus on. I don't think this is, I don't think this was correct. This is not even, I don't even think that was close. Where's that one piece? A pretty distinct piece. It was floating around. That looks like it belongs over here. I want to say it's you know what? I need to focus on my original plan. So let's just focus on my original plan. Let's see. There's a big old leaf right here. Problem is, it could be this one, or it could be another piece like this one, or maybe it's both. I think the problem is I'm bringing too many pieces in here. But this piece definitely looks like it's a stem piece. Goes over here. And then this one, is it? No. Now I'm just allowing myself to get confused. I need to not do this. Okay. Okay, I need to stop. I'm getting confused. I'm getting myself confused, and I need to not do that. So, focusing on one thing at a time. And I don't know if that's accurate or not. It's not accurate. It's not an accurate piece. Okay. So, I'm going to cheat. And I'm just going to bring all of these pieces around. Now, I did this the last time, like an hour and a half in, and it proved to be a very effective trick. So to keep myself from getting too overwhelmed with pieces that look too similar to each other, I'm just going to go ahead and cheat. But can you really count it as cheating? It's still part of the puzzle. I'm going to say maybe. But you know, we're just going to do it anyway. Because I'm stuck. Could have did my little stem trick, but honestly, I don't. Everything kind of looks like a stem right now. Sorry. Everything just kind of looks like a stem right now. So I am confused. I'm confusion. Okay, that's definitely one of those pieces. That's definitely one of those. But yeah, that's gonna be how I do this for now. And then maybe I'll have enough done that it'll be pretty obvious to me later on that it's not entirely confusing after. Sort of like it's gonna sort of reveal itself to me after this. At least that's the plan. Well, I don't know if it's gonna work. Yeah, it will. I don't know. I'm pretending like I haven't done it already. Because it worked. It did work the last time, so. Wait a second, was that? That was. Okay. Yeah, perfect. Perfectamundo. Okay, so we're just gonna cheat, flip it over, hopefully not breaking every piece, just a few. Okay. Okay, and that piece does not belong. I don't know why I thought that piece would work. It's clearly partially the middle of the word. This is the ending. Logic says it's not the piece, but I still wanted to treat it like it. Okay, so this piece definitely goes this way. Now the question it gonna go? It's definitely not there. So it's definitely gonna be one of these pieces. And I did it again. And it's J. So it's gonna go that way. And then this one's not it. You know what? I gotta move these out. Sorry. Sorry, pieces. You must go. Let's see now. So it's going. Okay, so it is going this way. For some reason, it can go that way, but it does look like it belongs there. Does it belong on the other side? Oh yeah, okay, cool. Cool beans. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so this one could go not over here. So it's gonna go over here. No, that's not it. That's not it either. That's not it either. Can I go? No. Clearly not. Alright, we'll just leave this. Okay, definitely looks like one of these pieces, so it's gonna go like that. And then this one. Okay, that clearly does not work. That's clearly not it, but this one might be. Yep. So we got another one. Okay, just leave that there for now. Yeah, we'll just leave it over here for now. And then it also helps to just do a little bit at a time. Little bits and pieces. Bits and pieces. Nope, does not work. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Perfect. For some reason, feels like I'm missing a lot of words. I'm probably not. Okay. Maybe? Nope, that's not right. I'll have to leave that off to the side for now. Oh, wait a second. Maybe these are side pieces. Okay, well, I thought they were. I am not correct, so we shall move on. I might have just given up a little too easily on those, but I'm not entirely sure. I should probably try to get these done though, because this one should be pretty easy to figure out. Famous last words, you know? It's It's usually always going to seem easy enough, and then I try to do it, and it's just. Okay, cool. It works. Alright, so that piece is completely done. Now it's this one. Problem is, oh, okay. Over here, like, the problem is, and then it solves itself. Well, what do you know? Problem is, now it's problem solved. Nice. I like that when that happens. Just seems to fit right, nice and smooth to whatever I'm working on. Nice and easy. Okay, that definitely did not work. Neither did that one. Question is it this one? Okay, may or may not have been the right call. That's okay. The rest seem to be working and falling into place. At least most of them. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be that piece. It does not work for that. So I guess I gotta stop trying to make it work. I think they have two obvious pieces. At least two pieces that should be obvious. That are not indeed obvious. Oh, wait. I think I see one. Wait, is it? Is it gonna work? Okay, that one does seem to work, so that's good. I feel like this one should work, but... Oh. I wonder what I did wrong the last time. I thought I did try it out. I guess I did not. Now I just need a piece for that one. So if we cut that. This does look like it kind of belongs, but it's not. Oh, here it is. Just kidding. Okay. Now we're back to the actual puzzle. Let's flip everything around. Okay. me think now. 'Cause this piece kind of has some red going through it. And it's dirt. So seems like the closest one is this one right here. So maybe it's more like this. Yeah, it's like that. Okay. So it's gonna be somewhere over here. It's probably like one piece away. So it's gotta be I think now, because it's probably in the, well, it's a little further on the edge here. So it's probably up here somewhere. So now I want to work on this, but for life of me, I can't think of what the pieces look like. So I think I'm gonna work on this section because I want to say I have a better idea, but to be honest, I don't think I do. I think I'm still just as confused as I was the first time I put this together. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is just go with my original plan and just keep working on the stems here. Because I think those, I want to say those are going to be more obvious, but I'm also pretty aware that they're not. Okay, that was actually the piece. So good. Now, if I can get that piece, I'll be happy. Because, well, I'll be happy once I get this whole puzzle done, but if I can get that piece, then I'll feel a little more complete because this side is almost done. It's almost there. Just need a few more things. Okay, so yeah, it seems like a lot of these pieces stem's got to be in here somewhere. Like this piece. This is kind of like a stem. Okay, I don't know if that actually works or not. Okay, it does seem to fit, so I'm just gonna have to accept it as a working piece. Maybe I'll have to go back to sort of doing that detective work. See if I can find it again. Okay, well that worked at least. And it goes that way. Bring this back and see where this goes. Okay, yeah, it does go over there, so it must be this piece. And then this piece is looks like it. It's got to be around here. So nope, not even. Well, I guess it wasn't that far away, but still wasn't super close either. It might be better to get that built up. I've seen that piece 1,000 times. Oh. I've seen it. I know I have. No, I've seen it. Okay, yeah. Well, it's close to right. It's like a third up from the floor piece, but just a third up from the actual pieces, I guess. Sorry, I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. So I'm gonna stop. But let's see if I can figure out what my next move can be, because I'm out of ideas. Say if we just keep going back to this, I guess I might have to. Maybe I should just grab a random piece and try to fit it in somewhere. Problem is, there's just so many random pieces because nothing looks like it fits. I feel like anything and everything could go somewhere. But okay, I think maybe I can focus on the, I don't know, I guess just any piece that looks like it can go somewhere. I guess just focus on those. Hope for the best. Okay, so yeah, this is a tall piece. You know what? I think, yeah. Okay. So I think maybe focusing on the littler piece, on the lily pieces is helping. At least a little bit. Still a lot of pieces to focus on. It's just pieces kind of look like they fit anywhere and everywhere. Well, you kind of have a sense of where most of them can go, or like the general area, but that doesn't really help. Okay, let's try some more detective work here. Because this piece is pretty distinct. And it looks like it kind of goes. I want to say it goes. Oh, you know what? I think it goes right here. Because you can see the little J here. And it looks like it belongs right there. So it's just above that red piece. So it's got to go around here somewhere. Did that work? Not quite. I want to say yes, but I want to say no. I'm going to say yes for now, just because. Let's see. Yeah, 'cause there's like one more piece that goes under that. It's like this one right here. I don't see it, and this one's too far up, so maybe not? Question mark? I think I'm going to put it up here somewhere. Maybe just build off that, maybe? Maybe kind of. And this one can go here. That one I'm certain of. Let's see, so that's definitely a piece that goes up and down. You know that because of the back. That piece. I know I'm singing that song wrong. I'm pretty sure I am. I honestly don't really watch that movie. I've seen it once my whole life. It's not a bad movie. I just never really found myself invested in it. I'm watching it again and again. Like I did other movies. I think Beauty and the Beast was definitely one of the best ones, but I would say in terms of just characters all around, Mulan is definitely one of the best. But I'd say movies in the era of like Snow White and whatnot really weren't my favorite. I didn't care for them as much. I personally just really liked during like the middle tide, during I want to say it was just after Walt Disney died. I honestly really don't care for a lot of the movies that he helped create, that he was like involved in. They just really weren't that interesting to me. I hated Pinocchio growing up, and I'm not a big Peter Pan fan, but I've never liked Peter Pan, and I feel like everything wants to do like the Peter Pan thing, and I don't know why. Like for instance, Alien Earth. I love well, I don't love the Alien franchise, but there are some really good movies in the Alien franchise. That being said, I absolutely did not care for Alien Earth. It's not that it tries to do something different. That seems to be the argument a lot of people want to make. But it's like, it's not because it's doing something different. It's because what it's doing differently isn't very good. Or at least not as intriguing as I find it to be. I think this piece is, yeah. But that's my own personal gripe. Because I can't really brag about having the best taste in movies. But I can say I at least just feel like there's a lot of things Alien Earth could have done better, and one of them was like not bring up the Peter Pan references, because I just thought that was kind of pointless. I don't know, it just feels kind of silly to do that. It's like, oh boy, I think they kept calling him like Boy Wonder or something like that, and I don't know why. It was one of the Alright, so you probably if you haven't seen Alien Earth, it is definitely a continuation of like the Alien franchise. And it's sort of meant to take place as like before the events, I think, before the events of the first film. And it has an interesting premise, but the way it presents itself is just not very interesting to me. I don't know, I just didn't care for it very much. I think I did want more horror, because that's kind of what I was expecting. But you kind of just got like an over the top melodrama kind of situation. A lot of the people in the movie did a great job with what they had, though. I'm not gonna bag on them. I think they did a good job, but I just wasn't a big fan of the show overall. I just thought like it could have. I don't know. I just feel like it kind of meandered a lot, I guess. I feel like they didn't really. I don't know what they were thinking, to be honest. I don't know what they're planning on doing with the next season, because I do believe there is another season coming. But I just feel like they kind of. I don't know how to explain my point. It just wasn't done very well. It was just kind of like a lot of the plot just kind of meandered. It's like the entirety of like Game of Thrones season 5. I'll be a little generous and say it's a little more like 4, because there was some stuff going on. It just wasn't enough, in my opinion, to really engage me in what was going on. But I don't know. I mean, it seemed to impress a lot of people, so it's definitely getting another chance, but I'm sure it'll keep going. It's just the problem is with shows like that, they're going to want to connect themselves to the original franchise, and I just don't know how they're going to do that. But because I feel like it sort of deviates highly from the original in terms of technology and whatnot. There's some scenes where it looks really good, and then there's some where it's just not good. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I hope that wasn't too loud. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, yeah, let's just put that upside down, because that'll work. And in reality, it will not work. But I did like Timothy the Elephant, but who doesn't love that man? He has charisma for days. I think he's very charismatic. He's just fun to watch. Is this even the one? This is not even the one. I'm just being dramatic right now. Okay, so that's not gonna work. And I totally don't remember how I did this. I thought for sure I had it this way, but I guess I did not. I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure you're yelling through the camera. Or noise through the video, I mean. Like, that's not where it went. Because I can't hear you. That's where it's gonna have to go. Till I find out I'm wrong again. But yeah, I just wasn't really a huge fan. I wish that they had, not at least brought in like the idea of like the Lost Boys and stuff. I don't know. Anytime anyone tries to add like Peter Pan references, it just feels so pointless. It's like it's just there for like literary reference, I guess, maybe to make itself feel smarter, but you can be just as smart without it. I promise. You just have to focus on what you're writing. It's like they just need the reference, I guess. And I don't get why. I don't know. I just have something against it. I just don't like Peter Pan. Never have. I always found it to be rather boring. Kind of pointless. I think I was also confused of it, to be honest. As a child, I had no clue what was going on. It's like, why is this guy kidnapping this girl like this? And why do they need a mother? What's going on? What happened to these kids? Are their mothers still alive? Are they real? Are they a figment of their imagination? What's going on? Like, I was just really confused. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. No, I know why. I'm always confused. It's a natural state of being for myself, I guess you can say. Some people have resting biatch phase. I have constant confusion. That's just how I am. That's just how I roll. And you know what? I'm okay with that. Because, I mean, kind of stuck with it, you know? But, yeah. I just didn't care for it. I just didn't like all the Peter Pan, Lost Boys references. Not Lost Boys as in like that vampire movie, but as in just like Lost Boys, as in Peter Pan, obviously. Hence why I spent a few minutes complaining. Don't know why I felt the need to explain that, considering I just explained it, but I guess I'm just wasting time at this point. I'm wasting conversation, I guess. I don't know what else to say, to be honest. I am not doing a great job here. I am definitely confused. Okay, so let me just kind of rewind my thoughts here because I'm definitely all over the place with my thoughts on the show. But like, I don't know, if you've seen the Alien movies, they're not bad. They're just, there's a lot of them that are just kind of doing their own thing, and I think that's fine. And then there are times where they just want to tie themselves into other films. And yes, I'm talking about Prometheus. Because I don't care what anyone says, Prometheus was not a great film. The only reason why I genuinely think it was watchable at all was because of the actors. And I didn't think it was a great movie. And I know a lot of people think it was because it did something different, but just because something does something different doesn't make it good. It just makes it different. And that's just what it is. I mean, I don't think it's the worst, but I don't think it's the best either. For me, the worst Alien movie for sure was Alien 4. I think. Was it 4 that I hated? Yeah, I didn't like that one. That was the Joss Whedon one. That's just pure garbage. I don't know. I watched it and I was just like, yeah, this is not only one of the ugliest films I've ever seen, But yeah, I don't like it at all. It is not good. I was like, please give me my time back, Joss Whedon. You stole my time from me. But yeah, talk about hot garbage. That film was the worst. I didn't like 3 either. People keep saying, like, in comment sections for, like, reviews of those movies that, like, 3 was good. I didn't like 3. I thought it was not good. I like David Finch. He's actually one of my favorite directors, but even he hates that movie, so I'm not completely far off when I say it's garbage. But just by the end of the film, it made no sense, and I'm pretty sure. Oh no, did I? No. I'm pretty sure I watched the assembly cut. So pretty sure it was the assembly cut I watched, and it was not good. Appreciate people's attempts to try and make it better, but it just, that one just didn't have any characters I could really like. I liked, I think it was Forrest Whitaker's character, Dylan, by the end of the film, but he was not heavily featured in enough of it to really justify the rest of the film. If he were heavily featured more in scenes, I probably would have liked it at least a little bit better. But by the end of the film, like, these guys had a plan, right, to trap the alien, and they ran through, like, this little tunnel system, right? And the alien was following them. I had no clue what was going on. I had no clue who was running where, nor did I care. And that's the worst part you can do for your audience. So you can make them not care. And I just had no clue who was doing what. And then, like, it all ended up becoming pointless anyway. Because somehow the xenomorph was able to, like, get out of wherever it was and get to people. And I'm just like, why did we waste all this time? What happened? Like, it was all a waste of time. Because they ended up getting slaughtered anyway. So it's like, you had these characters run through all this stuff, and you just kill them off anyway. So it's kind of pointless. But yeah, I mean, there are people out there that love it. If you want to love it, obviously, I'm not gonna care that much. But don't tell me I have to like it, because I won't. Huh. This is a little trickier. So sorry. I'd like to show you what I'm doing, but it's a little hard to see. My goodness, I can't even... Okay. Okay, I think... Is it right here? I think it's like over here on the side. Okay, I'm definitely wrong. Yeah, I was just confused by that whole movie. I found it to be really rather boring. Sorry, I'm afraid if I talk too much, I'm gonna start coughing. Because I kind of need to cough right now. Only just a little bit though. The more I talk, the worse it gets. So yeah, I don't. Oh, that definitely does not work. But yeah, don't like hate the fourth movie. Don't like the third movie. I actually I didn't really like Covenant, but I thought it was a pretty decent film. Obviously, Michael Fassbender being David is one of my favorite casting choices in the whole franchise because he definitely makes those movies definitely makes them watchable. Not really a hot take. I think everybody kind of agrees on that one, but yeah, love his character in this. He's such a great actor. I honestly don't really care for um, those films, the X-Men films, but he was great in them, so can't deny that. Can't deny he definitely helped make those films better. But yeah, he definitely helped make the Alien movies better too. So much better. Hmm. I'd say I don't really know what the best Alien films are, but you really can't go wrong with one, obviously. Two, two being great. And Alien Romulus. I like Romulus. Some people hate it, some love it. If you like a film that's not really complicated in any real way, it's a great watch. And I think when it comes to Fede Alvarez, he's the one who directed the film. I think he's pretty good at remakes and stuff. He's good at sort of copy and paste, but with like a different coat of paint, if you will. Not to insult him, not to try to be insulting or anything, it's just a lot of his films do tend to kind of lean heavily into a lot of they're very similar to each other, similar to like their older counterparts. But to be honest, or to be fair, I'm really only going by that one and the Evil Dead remake that he did. Even though the Evil Dead remake was good, I feel like it was just same old territory. Which doesn't make it bad. It just, I don't know. I feel like the only thing is he did actually try to make it different by making the characters a little different. It's sort of like, I would say it's very similar to The Force Awakens, where I understand a lot of people's frustration with it, but at the same time, I liked what I saw. I thought it was done with quite a lot of joy. I just am not like the biggest fan. Like, I don't think it's the most amazing thing I've ever seen, but I do think it's good. I think it was competently shot. And it is rewatchable. I mean, I can't say it's not, because it is, to me. I feel like I could watch it again at some point, but it's not to say I want to. Like, I absolutely want to watch it again, just because I'm not super keen on the Evil Dead franchise. I like Army of Darkness, but it's such a different departure from the rest of the series, and I feel like 1 and 2 just kind of recycle themselves. It's a very funky series. Because the first one you're meant to take super seriously, and then that one it just kind of goes off the rails. And then the sequel is sort of like an in between a really goofy movie and a serious one. How come I feel like this doesn't really work here? Huh. Let's see. Huh? No, it doesn't. Okay. Well, I'm missing a proper piece. Unless it's this. No, this piece works. Sorry, I have to. See, this piece just doesn't want to work. But, like, I can't think of another piece. It's like, where's Waldo? Oh, no, wait. It does work. But then this piece works too. Maybe it just needs to go upside down. Problem is, where else would it go? Huh. This is hilarious. Because I'm pretty sure I have nowhere else this can go. So I don't know. Oh. Mm-hmm. I guess for some reason these two pieces just don't want to work. Oh, okay. Never mind. Alright. So that's it. But yeah. Alright. This is Irises by Vincent Van Gogh. And you got to hear my opinion on the entire Alien franchise. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling. It's kind of rambling now, but here's the picture. That's it. And then here are the other two. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have Starry Night, Sunflower, and Irises. Irises is definitely not very clear, but yeah, that's all the puzzles. Thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.